Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin.
Welcome. Hello, people. Lovely people of the internet.
What the fuck? WT fuck?
A soap, a Crispin, a Demon Sub, a Redverse, a Rodoku, a Deadly.
To barbers.
And also a terrible bottle.
Oh no, not Hitler juice.
No, orange lemonade. I was just
Thank
stressing it.
fuck for that.
Though there is a bottle of
My heart can't take it.
lovely
Don't do
brown
it.
stuff in the
Why would
fridge.
you do it?
So if we take too long, I might.
Christ. It's not a good thing. If Josh ever watches this, your miniature's here, Josh. They've closed the post office in town for some reason. Apparently people don't need to post things anymore. So I'll have to wait until I go up to Coleraine before I can post it to you, which will be next Tuesday. So you're getting it for free. So
postal deliveries, for some odd reason, German Post is now considering if they need mail to be delivered next day or if they could just go, well, we do whenever we want.
Oh, that's good.
Which is like, they're doing that anyways, but now they're getting the legal...
But now it'd be official.
Yeah, it's just... Why?
I hope nobody from Post Nord is looking at that, because they don't need any fucking more ideas. They are a shower of unholy bastards.
I was talking to our mailman the other day, and he told me, yeah, we are not coming around on Mondays.
You can't call them that anymore. You have to call them persons.
He is very keen on being the mailman. He's a very manly man. He told us, yeah, we are not delivering ordinary post on a Monday. It's only bills and import documents that get delivered on a Monday. Everything else is pushed to Tuesday because they need to concentrate their tours to make time. So
I remember the second post, Demon. Didn't get anything, mind you. You know, poor child. But I still remember getting the second class post occasionally. Yeah. 2 posts a day. How fucking bad was that? Huh? These days, when there's far more shit being sent, there's 1 post every other day if you're lucky.
Yeah, but on the flip side, the parcel delivery services running up to Christmas are going bonkers and delivering 2 to 3 times a day.
Well, I mean, they would do, because they own their own delivery service, so they make more money that way. If only the post services hadn't been so shit, so that they could get a foothold in by delivering their own stuff. It's fucking world gone mad. Absolute world gone mad.
Yeah, it's
like Lazio. Oh, don't do that, Redvers. He'll be unbearable. I was gonna take him down a chip or 2, just by saying I think I've seen 7 of your private projects today, and there's not even a post in them to allow me to say anything to you. So, but what I've decided is next time I go in and there's no posts, I'll edit it, put a post in, just so I can say something. Ewok, mucker.
So he's just.
I'm looking forward to some of them, mind you.
So he's just making empty projects now, or
that way we knew this anyway. The House of Water #BestHouse. That he'd made like 10 last week or the week before for projects that are upcoming, so I can see that there's Wild West is coming. Yay! There's multi-award winning Moonstone is coming. Yay! Probably Kings of War as well. Yay!
And some Warhammer.
Oh, less interest in that. Nobody cares about that. Anyway, Hunter Turtle snuck in here.
Hello, Hunter Turtle, whoever you are. Welcome, and thanks for the subscription. Hello, Emma, by the way.
I'm going to assume it's some sort of Jaeger Wilpada. And then that's more fun that way.
Crispin, why am I a boner killer? Just because I mentioned the Gwulu? Denzian,
he's just the worst, absolute worst. Everything he does is the worst. So bad. I mean, he's so bad he could fucking play in Celtic's back line, because that show against Lazio was particularly fucking foul tonight.
See, yes, there's an insult that doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh, don't you worry. you'll be getting match updates fairly shortly because they're just kicking off.
Oh, a sensible Ewok kebab made. So, yeah. It's turning out to be great.
That's terrible. It's absolutely fucking terrible. Hunter turtle and Ewok kebab. Surely should be an Ewok hunter. Or turtle kebab.
Skill
Or
butter
keep it
Jäger?
your children's name. Well, butter Jäger. That type of thing, yeah. Oh, I had the Jaeger in the wrong direction. Fair enough.
Jerry's
Anyway.
background looks like some sort of Japanese cosmic horror manga of sort.
Oh. It's just a man who's seen enough, went out to Egypt, visited the Black Pyramid. It's good. It's good. It's all good. Don't
And
worry
now
about
the Black Pyramid visits him.
Yep. We're all fine here. How are you doing?
So, since Denzian just stumbled in, do we want to start?
Sure. Don't know why that. Were we waiting on Denzin specifically?
Liz Truss eyeball. No, it's not Liz Truss eyeball, I hope. Soap Dodger is doing butchers.
Yeah.
War.
Kings, as you say, of quite rightly war discuss. Projects currently on hold, but we haven't been here since I think this time last year when they did the Leshen and the Skelly Bobs and stuff, or the Scarecrows.
A hooker bit your tone off.
So it's like, it's been a year. He did an update. He stuck it on hold. We should at least fucking have a look at that before we disappear.
The update is from 2 days ago.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Why are they floating?
Because that's what fat things do. They float towards you.
Ah, okay.
That's the way it goes. Like the floating fat man. The floating fat man. So these are butchers, large infantry-sized regiment for his Night Stalkers. This time round, they come via the medium of that 3D printing thing, and I'm one of those vinyl Surcut. I can't remember what they are.
Pre-cut?
Sure, could be one of those cutting device to make the stencil. It's very clever. But I really like the look of these. I particularly like the sack on the head versions that were done by the medium of green stuff to make them look a bit different, because he doesn't like too many duplicates kicking around, because then it looks a bit weird. And I will say, in pretty much every respect, I prefer the sack on the head to the ones that don't have sacks on the head. Just throwing it out there.
Makes them look more beautiful.
Make more sacky heady people coming towards you.
Somehow, having them on these 2 little thing rods just irritates me.
Right? You're very weird.
Levitating fat dudes is nothing that I can wrap my head around. Gravity is a thing, I thought.
I'm sure it is, but at the same time, you need to have pins to put things on the base, and you don't want to be holding the model when you're painting it. So that's why they got removed when they were put on the base and they're not floating.
Hello, Jabberscots.
Jam. How else, as you said,
Cutter.
Did you, and this is the important question, did you static grass their ball sacks? Little 1 mil static grass, 1 mil or 2 mil static grass.
Doing some...
we can't tell because there's no Lloyd shots there where we can see their dangling vestiges.
The back end.
That's the one.
The back office.
Shaved and waxed. It's all good. All good in the hood.
Well, yes. Sometimes...
Like a Brazilian.
Sometimes model detail gets way too far into detail.
No, I don't think so. I like how this is theoretically for soap some sort of fast painted for mass battle, as the Scarecrows were a fine example of such. And I feel like he's still, for him, going particularly fast, but for everybody else, taking a fucking age. Just get that feeling.
Yeah, the hooded sack face is just something different.
Oh, they're great. They're like that guy, Jason Voorhees. Everybody liked him with a big sack on his head when he was his mother. It was good.
I wonder why.
I say his mother. He was him as well. Him and his mother were both sackheads because he didn't get the hockey mask till 3. Yeah. Hey, Andy.
It's a casual palate cleanser for soap. Hello, Mr.
Yep.
Friends of General Hag.
Yes, indeed, Lee. I know you're waiting to move on, but are you going to finish the bases off before you put it on hiatus again? Because I know it's already been holded, but I would like to see them all based and done and dusted.
Hold.
3 days work. If I can get in there. If I'm trying to speed paint something, it's generally done in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's roughly the same for me.
With a twitch in my eye. As I think about how long I've got before the fucking train leaves to go and film with it.
No drying time allowed.
Have to find.
Yeah, the flag looks really special.
Yeah, it's nice. It's the use of AI will endear you to Warren.
We don't use those
the Waterloo
things.
diagram is gone. This is an outrage. An absolute, because I've not been to it. And there's a couple of guys from the site live down in Cork, and we're always saying you should come down, go out for a few pints, we'll see you around, and we'll take you around and see the Waterloo diorama. That diorama was fucking amazing. Is that back to Germany? Fucking Germans. The fuck do they want with it? Fuck's sake.
We will melt it and make guns.
It's an outrage. Well, to be fair, it was one bloke who cast everything and painted the ball himself. And you know what the worst part is? Unless somebody knows different, there was like one 3-minute long video that somebody had put together walking around it, and it's pretty much the only video you can find of it in any way, shape, and it's so fucking short. You're just thinking, Christ, I could have been there for about half an hour just before I fucking turned a corner on it. Oh man. Oh, that's depressing.
You just need to take that 3-minute video and watch it really slowly, frame by frame.
Can't do that anymore. It's on YouTube.
Oh, shame.
Dead to me. Dead to me now. Anyway. But yeah. Loving your work, Soup.
Hello, Dave.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's good then. Still worth visiting Prince August then. Pardon me.
Knocknanus. What the fuck is Knocknanus?
It's going to the Guinness factory. That would be fucking frightening. Although to be fair, they do have some terrible shit. There's Dave as well. Like everybody's fucking rocking in now.
Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. I can't do shit about ads. Twitch, in that regard, is worse than YouTube. At least on YouTube, you can block the ads. For now.
Yeah, can't do anything. Can't do anything.
So, after having floaty fat guys, where do we go now?
Oh, that's all very depressing. I is depressed on your behalf. It's not good.
Denzian. Napoleon of the West. So,
yep.
Mexico?
Yep. Back with his Legends of the Old West as part of his Mexican Silver Bayonet game. So I know he keeps saying it's not. I'm very certain it is. I mean, when you get right down to it, Denzian, can you be sure it's not? So yes.
Have you looked inside yourself and said, it's not?
Might be. I've got that lady with the bucket of apples, which you can't see because I'm looking at my own screen. Oh, look, Mexicans. So we've not been here in a little while, and he's managed to sneak in a couple of battle reports while I've been, not looking at terrain or with my hand down my pants. Either of those things. And they look fantastic. And it's so funny to see things like a Warhammer Flamer template being used for grape shot again. It's like, I don't think I've seen one of those in a decade or more. It's been so long. Oh, it brings me back to my youth. It's all good. There better be ice cream and water slides. That's only whenever he gets as far as California. At this point, he's still in the sort of New Mexico territories, Texas.
I'm guessing going to the office is now dangerous, as Warren has new whippy sticks.
I wouldn't have thought so. They're all at his house.
You sure? The pictures look like they were taken in the studio.
Maybe. The stuff only came in on Saturday or Friday, and I know he was going to pick them up before, as soon as they came in. So I don't really care. They finally re-release Epic and fucking forever, and what do? They use inches. What the fuck? It was the only game that used fucking centimeters, for fuck's sake. Anyway.
They had some surplus of whoopee sticks lying around.
That is my fucking guess right off the bat, is they've just still got like a couple of pallets worth, several thousand of them in a fucking massive box. It's like, we may as well stick them into something.
Yeah, since only nostalgia nerds will be buying Legion Imperialis, we just get them while it's hot.
I should stick the blue ones for Epic in centimeters up online and fucking make a killing on them on Fleabay.
Yeah, I guess that's how the world works today.
That's for me.
No, it shouldn't be. This is a very long-lived and very well-documented battle report.
Oh, it's not one battle. This is multiple. You're in different scenarios each time there.
Oh, I'm hoping his opponent wasn't bored to death while he was taking the pictures.
I'd have to say, if you're an opponent sitting across the table from that, then you'd be thankful to play on that, and be glad that they were stopping to take pictures to catalogue how it was going on. 3 more to do. Oh, you're playing through the whole kit and caboodle then?
Oh, see, there's the...
Look, there's grape shot. 8 hot grape shot fucktards, he screams, probably. But with a Texan accent, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's being flamed there. They look kind of like Mexicans. They are Mexicans, that's right. Oh, it's fucking great. It's really, really nice. I'm just so happy to see it. And look at the little tiny Mexican peasantry from War Games Foundry. Look at them. They're so cute. So cute. I don't know why I own any. I think I got some in a sample pack. Look, siege rules. And this is why I keep looking at Legends of the Old West, not for cowboy games, because I much prefer Dead Man's Hand for actual Wild West cowboy gang fights. But I keep getting curious about Plains Indians and doing the Indian Wars, and that, I think, could be a lot of fun using Legends of the Old West with the slightly bigger size forces.
Slightly bigger. It's not fitting on the table anymore.
So that's fine. It's because he's playing a siege. You had to have 50% more points than your opponent in a siege, and then you could spend like 25% of that on siege equipment or something like that. So if your opponent's got a grand defending, then you would have whatever that is, 1750 attacking, something like that. So because you were gonna take a fuck ton of casualties getting over that wall.
I guess, unless you get really lucky.
It'd be a bit like that, Crispin, but I could get to sing Gary Owen and pretend to be Errol Flynn, so it's fine. It all balances out. Quite content with that. Got the War Games Atlantic STLs for the engines. Ooh. Can do the Frontier book next. Ooh.
What's the next level up from a button? This project needs a platinum zipper.
Instead of a butt dang, if it's some sort of platinum moon. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So this is just It's just fantastic. And I know he keeps saying things like there's no monsters in it, but deep down, isn't the worst monster of all man? So I still maintain it's Silver Bayonet in Mexico. You know what the problem is? Somebody has done that, and I'm fucked if I can find that again. And they've not tagged it as Silver Bayonet, which is why I always default to Denzian being that person. But there is a Mexican Silver Bayonet out there in the project system. If anyone can find it, you can get a golden button for finding that project for me.
Oh,
do it next time Ben's off.
Despite Spring Clean Challenge, we make a Easter hunt on Easter. Search the hidden project.
Well, you see some hidden projects later on. Find the weird shit that people have missed. Anyway, so that's quite nice. There's a whole rake of battle reports for people to read. Bask in the glory of. If you've often wondered how Lord of the Rings plays, it's like that, but with racist elves in it
and less guns.
Gun, bow, it's all the same.
People would argue they're not, but for the sake of argument, will you just let it slip? The worst monsters the day after Mexican food.
All being there. You're not allowed to find your projects, Ewok. Oh, City or down to RB Leipzig. Oh. Apparently that's annoyed them. Anyway, shall we have a look at something else? Let's have a look at that. Fuck you, Pep. Don't know if anybody's seen him squaring up to Nunez at the end of the game on Saturday, but there was a particularly fun tweet where somebody was going, I wonder what Nunez asked him. What kind of shampoo he uses? That's fucking hilarious. Oh, good times.
Defective Dice is doing stuff.
Malifaux. So there's a few updates since the last time we've been here. Some gang, some lore updates. If you're unaware, DD does lore videos on his channel, and then he embeds them in here as well. So if you want to know who are the people doing the what and the where, then they're great. And also,
I like the basing. It's simple yet very striking.
It's fancy, which is always good. So that is a very Oriental-based set. I want to say I will keep on to think explorers, but they're not explorers. You have to go and look for them. 10 Thunders, probably. But there's some fascinating looking models in there. I really like the intricate embroidery that's sort of carved in. Yeah.
Is that all sculpted, or is that?
It's all sculpted in, because
Okay.
if you look at the previous, there's like it's sprayed black, and then just white is fairly harshly blobbed in before the yellow is filled in, and then just tidy up the black afterwards.
Okay.
I would think there are probably easier ways to do that. My advice would be oils. Oils, because the detail's recessed, and therefore you can just go about your life much, much simpler. Just wipe the fucker off. But I really like the look of them, especially the three together, when you see them with their crazy magic and Mad Dog Smoke and Mirrors shit going on, like him. They're a fascinating looking group. There's just too much lore and backstory for me to work out what's going on, who with where. Thankfully, DD's got that covered on his channel. So, you can work it all out if you want to do it there.
It's funny. Seemingly, games go either way. Either you have zero to none lore and backstory. It's just hit them with all your guns, or it's so much lore you can just get lost in it. There doesn't seem to be a nice middle ground.
There probably is, but
Tentacles.
I suppose the middle ground would be Games Workshop, where there's no point in paying attention to the lore if you don't want to, because it will change. So you can either spend all your time reading it and then read it again next month when it's all changed, or you can just ignore it because it's never going to be the same 2 weeks in a row.
I'm still waiting for Games Workshop to stop releasing physical printed products for books, so that they can just retcon the ebooks every time they want.
Oh, it's probably not far away.
Oh, probably not. Did you read on page 6 on this issue of... No, there's no page 6. What do you mean there's no page 6?
I like the little gremlins. I particularly like the fella who's using a corpse as a theodolite bipod, whatever you want to call it.
But is it a corpse? It seems to be still holding...
It doesn't have a head.
Yeah, but who needs a head? Look at politicians.
Just because it's moving doesn't mean it's alive.
Yeah, but just because it has a head, it doesn't mean it has any kind of intelligence.
You saying it's a gug? Gugs are bastards. Oh my Christ. Why would you even bring up gugs?
No idea what you're talking about. I'm talking about politicians.
I'm talking about the headless mythos creature from Call of Cthulhu. Gugs. They just have shoulders that go straight across.
Oh, speaking of Call of Cthulhu, my daughter today noticed a car with some kind of Cthulhu-esque sticker on the back, and
awesome.
She asked me about it. I explained her in short what's it all about, and that it's somehow we went on about religion being weird as fuck, and that there's also the Pastafari with the great spaghetti ball monster, and she now has found her faith in the flying spaghetti monster.
Makes a lot of sense. If the flying spaghetti monster isn't real, then why does Brian look like a bowl full of pasta?
Indeed.
So,
also,
it's nailed on that one.
Also, she loves pasta, so there's a win-win in that.
Double win, yeah. Spaghetti for all. Let his noodliness into your life.
Next thing, I'll be having to take her to a sermon of sorts.
Newcastle 1-0 up.
Just don't dream of Azathoth.
Oh. It's PSG losing in Paris to Newcastle. Oh, they won't be liking that. They'll probably have to buy another club. Oh, hang on a minute. Are they both owned by the Saudis? Pretty sure one of those teams will be told to go home and lose. Which one do they like the most?
Will there be a suitcase full of
Eddie Howe in a suitcase before the game ends, hacked into bits. Oh, poor Eddie. I quite liked him as a manager. Shame he had to die. Only if it finishes that way, Damon. Still got a while to play. So, you'll never be lost, or you guys give up.
Give up.
Okay, that's the barrel-aged Imperial Stout with cacao, coconut, chipotle, and vanilla, weighing in at a mere 12.5%.
What does coconut, cacao, and vanilla have to... Why?
What do you mean, why? Out of everything I mentioned there, you focused on those and not the chipotle, which would be a definite case of ring sting in the morning. Time will tell.
That's a toilet blocker in a can.
Fuck yeah. Although it looks lighter than Guinness, so we'll see.
That's an easy low bar.
Let that settle down a little. But yeah. So Malifaux, I really like it. I like the like DD's little group shots, group tutorials as he puts together sort of groups and war bands, and then couples in the lore to go with. It's nice. It's very mellow. It's a mellow way to get involved. Just get him to tell you everything about it. Good times.
We need more videos to tell us what to do and where to play and what to game.
Yep. Because then if you watch those, you don't even have to do any gaming yourself. It's good.
Oh. Lovecraft 2020. So this update I've seen earlier, and I've got to say, for being a scratch-built snot-poppling wagon, it looks way more stable than the most recent Blood Bowl edition of that thing.
Don't think I've seen it. Or no, I probably would have seen it in the news whenever it came out.
Yeah. Wait a second.
I love print. Oh, you just hammer a can into me.
It's just a very tiny, very fragile, and a very hard to assemble piece of plastic.
I keep looking at Kev has done one on his own. Kev Adams, the Goblin Master, has a shop called Goblin Master where he sells very expensive goblins, what he has sculpted, and he has a Snotling pump wagon that weighs in at like, I want to say it's like 90 quid. It's incredibly expensive, but I look at it all the time and I think, but it's really nice. And Kev just does the best Snotlings, and they piss in a barrel of beer and get the dwarves to drink it on the treadmill, and whatever weird goblin piss high they get off that, they just can't stop drinking this goblin piss beer. I was going, this all sounds fantastic, Kev. I should buy this. Why am I not buying this?
He also just released a Kickstarter.
Yes, he did.
Space Pirate Orcs.
Sporks.
I'm so tempted. I'm so fucking tempted.
That's how he wins you over. His goblin mastery ways and his sporks.
It's just.
See?
I don't need it, but I want it.
Why would you not need it?
Well, because I don't play anything with goblins and orcs in it anymore. Aside from the occasional
You've got
Bloodborne.
Frostgrave, haven't you?
Yeah, but there's no. I want to play as orcs. I don't want them to be enemies. So maybe
Don't have to be enemies. Play them as good guys. There's no races in those games, so you can just field whatever you want. So you just go, these are my good guys.
Is this a Billion Suns scale scenario again for me?
No. Well, yeah, technically, yeah. Because I keep seeing people going, how do I play dwarves in this, or how do I play that? You're going, there are literally no races referenced. Play whatever the fuck you want. You want a Beastman Warband? Do this. You want to use Space Orcs in place of whatever? Fucking go nuts. If anybody asks how they're there, Wizard opened a portal, and now there's a bunch of Space Orcs running around Felstad, shooting things in the face.
Or they were humans once, and they are just in Felstad too long, and now have morphed into being ugly.
See, Goblins and Orcs, Frostgravy one for Kebab. Oh, you could use Saga, for example, yeah. I don't think he's got enough. What Kickstarter? Oh my god. People linked it earlier.
People tell me that I'm not showing you what I'm seeing, you wankers. I'm scrolling through the project.
Because you keep cutting. You keep cutting to us for what I can only describe as no reason at all. It's very, very peculiar.
I like to ambiguate myself.
Oh, it's Andrew May, actually. It's not Kev Adams. But there you
Avatars
go.
of War.
Yes, I've got that model somewhere. It's not painted yet. Might actually be up there. Say it's not painted yet. I've had it since it was released. Chances of it being painted, fairly slim.
But not none.
Not none. I mean, there's always a chance. But yeah, so the orcs and or goblins for the old world from Lovecraft stuff being put together for a while. Obviously, things will probably change. Who knows? Imagine that Snotling pump wagon. That Snotling pump wagon's probably going to be okay, even though I'm fairly certain that's a chariot base, 50 by 100 mil, and the pump wagon wasn't on one of those. It was very, very small and weird, and the last time they had it, I think it was a 50 mil square. It was like
already
a wheel
funded
thing.
10 times over.
Yeah.
So technically, they don't need my money.
There you go. You
Just
get
look
to
at
win
them.
this time.
Look at them. How lovely they look.
You know what they look good on? A load of Fugu terrain. You know what they're photographed in front of?
Fugu!
Fugu terrain. See?
Yeah, Fugu did a post on Facebook.
Seamless. Fucking seamless. Why did you not do that? Oh fuck! RB Leipzig's 2 up against City. Fuck you, City. Fuck you.
How many Kev Adams Kickstarters are there currently?
That's Kev Adams. The one we looked at before wasn't Kev Adams.
Yeah, technically, but it's his sculpts.
Yeah. But so yeah.
You people are making me sick.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, look at them. Ah.
How cool they are. Imagine what they'd be like if they were pissing in dwarf's beer, huh? Sweet. Sweet like candy.
I'm pretty sure I've watched. I've looked at Kev's shop and was looking at that
Goblin Master.
Goblin Master stuff. Let's see. Oh, he did a redesign. Where is it? There it is. Fully loaded, 70
that.
pounds.
Fucking great. Bargain. The size of that thing. It's fucking enormous.
Sadly, now the enhancement of the pictures doesn't work. That's bad. Why is it only... Oh, bugger.
It's your internet fucked.
No, it's... He redesigned his webpage some sort, and now the... You see, the thumbnails are full size, but the frame is cut, which is
Oh, that's a
horrible.
feature.
Yeah, you say that.
How did you say that? I just did. Everybody heard me.
Oh, see there. Oh, lovely. Well, that's a more sizable
Fucking Porto or head of
snottling
Barcelona.
wagon.
It's fucking madness.
Try that, James. The pictures also cut. See here, also cut. Back to the task at hand. Snot wagon, self-built, nicely done.
Oh yeah. Even things like the big Galvy bucket of Spydros. Because I think he's got 20.
That was the last time we watched his project.
6, 8. He's got 24. He must have picked some up from somewhere, or he's lost some. I must paint mine like that because that looks like a very simple way of painting them. You just like airbrush the black ends to the little spidey feet, and everything else is just like piss simple. I bet there's a crop query in the URL. Swearing isn't allowed, jam. Swearing.
Don't confuse the tech wizard.
It's work on mad. Work on mad. And the nice thing, I mean, the most impressive thing is that Lovecraft 2020 has done all this without opposable thumbs because they're a cat. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who aren't cats with opposable
Painting with
thumbs.
their whiskers.
Yeah. Good times. Oh, I thought somebody had fucking pulled one back there, but they hadn't. That's okay. The Etihad is stunned. How would they know? They never make any fucking sound anyway.
So who follows the cat now?
Probably a dog. Oh, that's delightfully chocolatey. Hang on a minute.
You need a minute.
I'm not getting the chipotle. I don't see why they put the chipotle in there. If you're going to go for like a chocolate stout with vanilla-y notes, which works really well, but I'm not getting the chipotle unless that is just going to be a ring stinger on the way out tomorrow. That's just like the subtle after notes that you don't realize are there.
Looking forward to the XLBS then. With highly detailed descriptions of how your
I mean, I might not.
Wednesday morning went.
Who knows? Who knows how these things will play out? Anyway, I thought we'd have a look at some sporks, some classic Rogue Trader. I'm having fucking mad flashbacks to 10 minutes ago. So these are part of Rich's Dettol enthused project to revitalize old miniatures, which in some cases means cannibalizing metal arms off modern orcs because they don't have the plastic arm sprue anymore. This makes more sense for the thing, Jam, when you think about it. These are sporks, whereas that plastic bit of cutlery is really a foon because it's the front of a fork with the little tines, but it's the back of a spoon. So, so you take the front of the fork and the back of the spoon as a word and make a foon, and therefore leave sporks to these guys. So glad to bring you up to date there.
Those are miniatures with character.
They were gorgeous. Always annoyed my brother painted orcs whenever we were playing as kids, so I never got any orcs. He got the orcs. Prick. Glad he's dead. He's not really, but he's in Roscommon, so it's more or less the same. With the little inset images Lloyd shots. They're side and Lloyd, yeah. So you get the full effect. It's good, isn't it? I like how he's done it.
The pure metal bit somehow screams Judas Priest at me.
Oh, well, yeah.
Just put that on a Judas Priest album and you're sorted.
Oh, breaking the law.
Now I want somebody do a space orc metal cover band of Judas Priest songs.
I mean, there's probably one out there already, to be fair.
Orkiest sounding orc voices ever.
I just see him now talking about trying to put a little action in his life. Yep. There's a definite amount of grainage there. Petting and grainage. Some of which I imagine came via the medium of a file when they were cleaned up. And some maybe from when it was cleaned up in the Dettol, but they look so much better than plastic's too smooth. It's like a baby's bum. You know, there's no wear and tear. There's no story to be told on that thing yet. Num 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 num. Lovely, lovely lad. I was kind of impressed that he didn't decide to go with an old school paint scheme, because I see a lot of it in Crown of Command and their Discord, where the idea is to paint things that look exactly like they did back in the 80s or 90s. So they go for the high contrast, poppy colors, clean paint jobs, that sort of thing. Whereas Rich has gone with, I suppose, a more... No, it's not particularly grimy. There's still relatively bright colors in places, but a very neutral... Probably more modern.
They look like the colored version of the black and white drawings from Rogue Trader books.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no goblin green rims.
Yeah, something is there. There's always something, isn't there?
It's really nice to see the combination of miniatures all done and dusted. And I really like the fucking sheer vividness of that red that's being used as a bionic eye on a targeter on another. I mean, you can see that red from space. It's practically fluorescing.
Yeah, I'm guessing it is. It's a stunning paint job he did on those models.
Yeah,
loving them to bits.
Cracking, absolutely cracking. I'm being questioned in a Discord about something else. Sorry. Move along. So yeah. Rich retroing away. Buckets of character. Bags of vomit.
All sacks of character.
Like
the Zomb by Eldritchy.
Yes. We've
the
been
sassy
here before.
Count Broker.
we'll probably not be visiting him for a little while. So I thought we definitely had to do this because, yes, there was the sassy Count, who is obviously looking particularly sassy. But there's also Tampin Tepis, which looks hauntingly familiar. I'm just going to say, I'm not sure where I've seen him before, but he looks familiar.
Tampin Tepis, language some might find naughty. Why would I?
You probably won't, but considering this is a website that hasn't got an age rating on it, saying things like shit romancer is a term of endearment, you can't might be found naughty by some people. Mm-hmm. So it's nice. It's nice that he, give them the heads up. I also quite like the fact that he refers to them as shit romancers instead of necromancers. Why are you so far away? Why also small?
Reminds me a bit of what's his face?
I don't know. Captain Caveman.
No, it's a video game character.
Mario.
Almost, not quite.
Green Mario.
Cool sword.
Was it that guy from that? What's it called? Castles and.
Castlevania.
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking Castlevania. I was thinking the old side-scrolling one where you get armor level up, beat the shit out of people.
Ghouls and Goblins.
Ghouls and Goblins, the very fucking one. Looks like they're pieces from different board games. I think they are. I think anything that comes close to hand gets drafted in and then added to the ever-increasing story of what the fuckery that is going on there.
Well, I
still have no clue why these are being put together or what's going on, because the About the Project just says, hello, theme, horror. And then from there, we've got a random assortment of sometimes characters, sometimes minions, all tied together with that weird story where some of them don't realize that they're dead.
Maybe
others do realize they're dead.
Maybe there is no bigger reason behind it. Maybe it's just something they like to collect.
Oh, fuck it. It's amusing the fuck out of me anyway. To be fair, I honestly don't. I don't care what the reason is anymore. I just enjoy it.
Yeah, Ed Ritchie's project is actually going bonkers.
Yep. See, they offer you food. Oh,
Can you imagine?
Horses at them.
Can you imagine a battle report with all those lovely figures?
Yes, I can. It's making me tumescent even as we speak.
A gleaming paragon of noble knight you are, Sir Knud Heinrich. Wish thee join my band of merry pilgrim crusaders? I see a vow of silence. How noble, how pure.
See, he's a fucking nutter.
Shit romancers. Nice one. Dearest necromancer rolled his eyes.
Who's responsible for this? I think it's one of Stevens.
That looks like one of Stevens, the shy necromancer said before, nonchalantly wandering off. Tepish cupboard, his fang filed more. Steve! Nothing. Steve! Still nothing. Stephen! Tepish scolded and cocked his head as Stephen risked a glance over across from the fan.
It's all good.
Necromancer is a term of endearment, you cunt.
Still endearment, Stephen. Good touch.
Yeah, the little text snippets are just to die for.
Fucking wonderful. I like the fact that the original zombie is photobombing Tepes there as well. Heinrich, that's
But
him.
is he really photobombing?
Well, yeah, because there's no way they're standing side by side. He's had to hold that so that he can photobomb into that picture. Because Heinrich, as we've seen, is on a 25mm base and he stands straight up. So, fucking photobomb.
Photo goes boom. Bad Squiddo have just shipped the Polio Bot 1800.
Nice.
Just need the excuse me, mate, were you there flag.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I'm all for Ridley Scott telling people to fuck off. People want to learn what happened. Read a book.
And even
Don't
at
go
that
to the
point,
cinema.
I've seemed to have learned at some point that all the conception about Napoleon being a tiny person is wrong.
Yeah, he was slightly shorter than average.
Yeah, but not that small as depicted in great movies like Time Bandits or stuff.
Time Bandits and or Bill and Ted. And their
Yeah,
most excellent
those
adventure.
great documentaries of highly historical accuracy.
Yes. It's clever.
Now I want to watch those again. There's just not enough time in the day to watch all the great movies all over and over again.
Suck it up, PSG. Mbappe, you're
So
fucking
I've tried
shite.
to pronounce that username for some time now.
Kitsune
Kitsune Blin?
in Blin. Exciting and new. Don't know who they are. Don't know where they've come from.
From the interwebs.
Yeah. But they just started posting, as they say here, this is going to be a archive of images of miniatures they've worked on. So I thought we could creep in here and stare at their stuff. And potentially, give them some support / advice. They might have been in the hobby for years. They might be brand spanking new. Who knows? The fact that they've already got a collection of randomness could go either way. But I quite like things like the I'm trying to remember what they're called. I want to say Vargulls, but they're not. Big winged bat thing there, the big purple wing thing. I mean, there's
Vampire counts. Vargeist is the picture name.
Vargeist, that'll be it. They added them to the vampire counts, but at the same time I went, I'm not fucking putting them in my army. Fuck off.
That's something different. Oh, that's the same model kit that I've got sitting in my shelf there.
Uncle Bulgaria was a Quisling. I think it was actually Goering or Goebbels who had one ball. The song was written about somebody else first, about one of the other Nazis, and then over time they moved it to Hitler. So, don't know what was going on with that.
Terrible Games Workshop stuff. Oh no.
No, well, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure. They're like the Snap Fit Revel kits, I think, Jam. So I'm not sure whether or not those are those. Look at that. Look at the poor bastard Dark Elf jumping off his bike before it smashes up. They've got a fairly wacky collection of stuff. It kind of makes me think of me.
And he's somewhere on your side of the world. Ireland or UK, because of the plugs in the background. They're giving it away.
Doesn't narrow it down. Possibly more likely to be UK, because Ireland had two-prong for a long time. In fact, some of my relations still have two-prong in their house. Whenever they buy something these days, they have to change them over. So it's a slow integration.
What is that?
What is what?
Oh, a mirror. A magic mirror.
It's a magic mirror for one of the special character demonettes. But I like the fact that they've gone ahead and painted little tower and stuff on it. The Ripley's. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
Yeah, I
which
was
point
getting...
the mirror goes Snow White, you go, she's 13, and then that mirror gets banged up for paedophilia. That's how that goes. Fuck you, magic mirror.
Yeah.
You creeper.
It's an interesting collection of stuff, to say the least.
I tell you what, Damon, Crispin will tell you what the best plug is. Yeah, no, it's just a really, really bizarre collection of bits and pieces. So, and I 100% approve of just the sheer batshittery of it all. It's like, here's some Adeptus Mechanicus. Here's some Warhammer Fantasy. Here's some 40k. Here's a bit of Reaper. Here's everywhere in between. Do you want Star Wars? Of course you do. Why would you not? So, yes.
Could be interesting to see where that ends up.
Dog-faced bastards. Well, I'm curious. Like I say, they're an exciting and new person, and occasionally we get exciting and new people in, and they're always nice to have them in the community. I mean, Ewok Kebab is an exciting and new person who only really sort of exploded this year. Before this year, we didn't really know who an Ewok Kebab was. So, inside every exciting and new person is an Ewok Kebab waiting to come out.
That's a very inflationary kebab.
You should overwhelm them with button pushes. The button pushes are obviously great, but they don't register as far as, being notified it's happening. However, if people want to say hello to them in the comments, I would really like that. Because they will get notification of that. And this is the thing that we don't do enough, which is one of the reasons why I like the fact that Tim does the hello, you've been visited by. Because then at least people are getting notified that shit's going on. So yeah.
Ewok Kebab has been in enough people. Well, Hunter Turtle, we must take your word for it because obviously you're a mate of his.
Could be. The Sassy Zombie Project reminds me of Australia's 2 Necromancer series. Oh, I've never heard of that, but I will steal it off the internet once I find a pen. There should be one in front of me, but currently there's about 20 fucking saber-toothed cats.
Cats?
Let me just get a pencil from my pencil
jar. Are you doing cavalry again?
I'm doing cavalry. I'm doing chaff for Kings of War for my Northern Alliance. Fucking 4 big units of thick chaff to fuck people up with. Let me write this down. Estella, which is not a beer, I'm being told.
Estrella. LG Estrella.
Oh, LG, like the TVs. 2 Necromancer series. Okay. Cheers to that. I'll have a look-see later on, Dave. Right, anyway. So yes. Exciting and new people.
And potentially...
Timmy, the Necromancer. Timmy!
No. I'm really getting used to this stuff.
You get used to that stuff. We've already moved on to the next project, by the way, while you got distracted by whatever it is you're doing.
Pouring one out for the Lemmys.
Fair enough. So people at home who can see what we're talking about already, even though he hasn't stopped it yet.
2000 ND, Denzian is doing
ABC.
our alphabet.
Yeah. Well,
ABC.
This contains many things. Last time we were here, it contained Slania and some Dread and other bits and pieces. So, it's an eclectic mix of anything that comes out of the 2000 AD back catalogue. But the fact that ABC Warriors have been shown off meant he dug out his ABC Warriors from Foundry. And this is just me being wistful because they had them for years. They said they were losing their license and they put them up for, you can order them now and then at the end of the month we're not going to have them anymore. And I looked and I hummed and I had and I couldn't afford them at the time. And then they all went away. I was like, that's all right. And then every now and again there's a pang of regret. I go, I should have fucking bought them.
Yeah, but think of it. If you had bought them, you wouldn't have bought any other miniatures in the same time period.
Well, if I remember correctly, the reason I couldn't buy them at that time is I had like bills and stuff. That unfortunately needed to be serviced instead. But look at Joe Pineapples rocking his fucking leather jacket. What an absolutely sexual stud he was. Look at him.
Lovely little miniatures.
They are stunning. Look, happy shrapnel. On that fucking necro sword, you tarot card carrying cunt. But yeah, I'd be curious to see who picks up ABC Warriors. I still think they've gone the right way with pitching it as a war game. small-scale skirmish war game rather than another hero-based thing like Dread or Slonia or Rogue Trooper, or well, they haven't done Rogue Trooper. What have they done? Oh, Johnny Alpha, help me out here. Here are the time-traveling fucking dickheads. It'll be put in the thing in a minute. There's Nick. Hi, Nick. Strontium Dog. Thank you, Andy. Fuck. Anyway, so yeah, up until now they've kept doing hero because they're so. The comics are all character based, so they've always had you've got a few characters doing against something, and it tends to end up being more of a one versus many type of affair. Even if you're not using Dread, if you're just using basic judges, they outpoint the other gangers so massively. So I like the fact that they've gone, you know what, we'll do the Volgan War, we'll do the two bot armies fighting against each other, and then you can have the ABC warriors and the others as, you know, little heroes leading forces. So I like the fact they've gone with that. I do notice that they've lent more towards the modern stuff, and I don't know if that's because of Rebellion, who obviously own the rights. So I'm just fascinated to see where the ABC warriors go from Warlord, or Walad, as I believe I call them. Simply because we know they're on like a 2-year cycle, or possibly even a 1-year cycle. I don't know. They'll come out now, Christmas/January into next year. They'll get a couple of waves, and then that'll be it. And then there'll be another Dread release, because Dread's the core, but they have to chuck a release out every other year for something else 2000 AD wise for them to hold on to the license. And it means these other games, the side games, aren't getting massive support. You get support at the start, there's a few waves, but that is all you're going to get, which is great if you want those models. Get in, fill your boots. But for the long life of the games, I don't think it's great. So, and because they've focused so much on the more recent comics, so they've gone for the Clint Langley stuff, that version or that iteration of some of the stories and creatures and shit, you just don't know if they're going to go back and fill in some of the other bits.
But at the same time, if they're just focusing for one game and the other ones are just filler that get a one-off run, they don't saturate the market of 2000 AD fans.
Well, this is the other thing. If you want to go and pick up Slonia now, you could do that, and you can be fairly certain that you can pick up everything that's ever going to be released. You know,
it's a one-stop shop.
It's a one-stop shop. You can get the lot, and you've got a complete game. Here's your game. Here's all the things they are. How much life there is in that is another matter. What I will probably do is possibly just go on eBay and try and get these War Games Foundry ones, because they were so much better. Look at them. Look how good they were. Look at Blackblood. Blackblood looks class.
I also think that 2000 AD might be a UK thing in itself, because I think besides Judge Dredd, I'm not sure I've seen much of anything on this side of the pond.
Well, if you weren't into the comics, and the comics were very difficult to get outside the UK, the only thing you will see is Dread because of the great movie they made of it.
Oh, even before that, the people knew Dread before the movie came. So
did they though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on the figures for the movie. Nobody really knew who Dread was. A very small amount of people had heard of Dread. So they
even not knowing the
show.
comics, I knew about Judge Dredd existing prior to the movie. And I might be getting this wrong time-wise, but didn't the Block War miniatures game predate the Judge Dredd movie? Or was it the other way around? Because it was one of the earliest Kickstarters I can remember.
I can't remember Block Wars miniature game. I remember when Mongoose had the Judge Dredd license, and they did a load of stuff, but I can't remember them ever going to Kickstarter with it. They may have done. I didn't really pay attention to Kickstarters.
There was a Kickstarter because I backed it, and I even painted all the miniatures. So
The new Dread's much better. Much better. I have a friend's a massive 2000 AD fan, and he still prefers the Stallone version. I was going, I fucking hate you so much, Tony. So very, very much.
I gotta say, I love the look of the Judge Dredd version a bit more because it looks more comic-y.
Whatever you say, the Judge Dredd version, you're going to have to really nail that down, because I have no idea what one you're talking about.
I just basic movie-wise.
Was Stallone called Judge Dredd?
Yes, that's the first one. That's
right.
the
Okay.
more comic.
So yeah,
one.
It looked more like what Mega City 1 should look like from the comics. In fact, Brian, Temperance Crusade 01, was one of the production designers for it. When he had a YouTube channel, and I subscribed to him way fucking back, one of his videos was him just flicking through an old photo album he'd found, and it was filled with concept sketches and photographs from the sets, from the shit they designed. It looked great. Unfortunately, none of the story in any way, shape, or form was Dredd. It was horse shit. He was a shit Dredd. Obviously all those punches to the head had caused massive damage to Stallone over the years. Thinking, I am the law. Is
Mongoose
not.
Publishing did the Kickstarter way back when.
Was it Mongoose? Right. It must be right at the very start of Kickstarter. I paid no attention. Hammerstein didn't have a cameo in that film. An ABC Warrior did, and it shouldn't have been, because they didn't have the rights for the ABC Warriors. Well, that's still a bone of contention to this day, because the people who own the rights to the ABC Warriors didn't get paid for that little cameo, but somebody, probably Stallone or whoever was bankrolling that, didn't know there was a difference between ABC Warriors, Strontium Dog, Judge Dredd, or anything else. They just, DR and cringe. They just assumed anything in 2000 AD was Judge Dredd, and therefore they could put whatever the fuck they wanted from the comic into that film, and it'd be fine.
Yeah, probably. So I need to
Mega City 1 went right up its arsehole.
I need to redact my initial... The movie with Mr. Stallone is from 1995, and the Kickstarter is from 2011. So a slightly delay in that.
Yeah.
Still lovely metal miniatures.
The Mega City 1, COVID reared its head and went, you know what, it's never happening anymore. And then it went away. Anyway, so yes, that's just me musing on the divine and rubbing one out to Joe Pineapples up there. Joe Pineapples, for 40k fans, that's where your fucking Vindicare Assassin comes from. They stole the entire fucking look / the motif.
I was going to mention that this looks hauntingly familiar.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Even the first Vindicare Assassin, actually, no, it's not. Second Vindicare Assassin model they released looked like him firing a sniper rifle from standing. The first one, he had a rifle out to one side and pistol out to the other for fucking no reason. But anyway, so yes. Bushido from Redverse.
Redverse.
Yeah. There are some plans ahead.
Tiny doggos.
Okay, Shisa. Tiny little Jade Temple dogs. I quite like the Jade Temple dogs because they have this like steppling, like the light play on Jade on their foreheads and stuff when you look at them. Get in there. Look at their foreheads. Look at them. Oh, Halo Jones would be great. If anybody wants to see a TV series of Judge Dredd, go and find Almost Human. It stars Dredd from the good only Dredd film they've ever made. And I like to think of it as the segue between Detroit, Mega City 1. So it's OCP Detroit into Mega City 1, and this is the shit that happened in between before the nukes went off. So you've got this, moving into high tech out of RoboCop, holograms and cyborgs and shit. And then at some point, and at one point, Dredd says you're going to spend some time in the cubes for that. And of course, he's fucking mentioned ISO cubes. Was that part of the script? I bet it fucking wasn't. I bet Dredd just chucked it in there because he's Dredd. It was great. They cancelled it after 13 episodes. But the 13 episodes that they made were great. You should watch that. Almost Human. Stars Judge Dredd. But yes, Redverse. Some more creepy Bushido-y fantasy stuff, which is always nice to see. I also quite like the fact that they went, Mim-san, we're after more stuff, but we have a strict, you can't buy new shit until you've started painting if you haven't at least finished the stuff you've got, which is setting a fucking hard line in the sand. Apparently upsetting the kid, but they need to learn this lesson early on, otherwise they'll end up like the rest of us.
Yeah, that's
fucked completely with too much shit.
And then having to clear out the attic to put more stuff in.
Yes, they need to learn young. It's 100%. Even if they get to the point where it's it's 90% done or whatever, and you just need to finish off and then do the basing. Go, okay, now you can buy something new. But I like that.
And battle reports.
Yeah. More battle reports. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought that I would find battle reports?
Or did the battle report find you?
Well, bit of this, bit of that. So these were, I think, 150-point game. And as you can see, Bushido, it's very tight like a tiger. Little 2x2 maybe, or 20x20 setup. So you can cram a lot of bodies into a very small amount of space, which then means you've got that really tight, claustrophobic feel.
There has been a discussion on a German podcast a few days ago about the definition of skirmisher.
Nobody will set up like me. The definition of skirmisher?
Yes. So how would you define a skirmisher game?
Anyone where they don't rank up. That is literally the definition of skirmishing.
Yeah, because there are games that are called skirmish, or game modes that are called skirmish, but then would fail that definition. Like the final
Games Workshop, 40k is a skirmish game. They just play it with a fuckload of miniatures, but there's no arcs, there's no movement in line, there's no formations. Anybody who's fucking around at the edge of a battle in ones or twos, attempting to keep the cavalry away from their phalanx's flank, that's a skirmish. German podcast. Where were you earlier, Crispin? We were demanding to know what the best plug was. You weren't here.
I'm pretty sure he's still working.
As far as fuck him. As far as game types go, skirmish these days just kind of means anything less than about 10 models.
A skirmish is a game that's got out of hand.
Yeah, it's one of these things. You just, and then when you try and clarify it, it doesn't really kind of make sense. It's like a Hoover in place of a vacuum cleaner. The name has become synonymous with the type of game.
Yeah.
Even though it really doesn't have anything to do with what it's portraying. So, yeah.
I found it interesting because
always.
Some of the definition was, you only play with a very limited amount of a number of miniatures, and for some odd reason they didn't include BattleTech because BattleTech would take way too long. And I was thinking, no, I play with 3 tiny fighting robots on my side, and we are done after 2 hours. So that would still fit the definition of their definition of a skirmisher. So,
no, it's one of these. I don't. I kind of ignore it as a term as much as I possibly can, because it doesn't really mean anything.
No, I think the more correct description or not description. Distinction between games would be: is it a low model count game or a high model count game?
Yeah.
Because that's basically where it ends up. If you have a low model count game playing on a tiny board, yeah, that's by nature a very skirmishy type of game.
What was it? Well, they used to a big engagement. So let's take something like Greek or Persian conflict, and then they've got hundreds, if not thousands, aside, and then the skirmishers was the small little light troops who weren't formed up, fighting a little battle of their own, essentially on the flank somewhere, and whoever lost that tended to be run off, and then the main battle line could obviously advance unmolested into the flanks. So, and then any small engagement became known as a skirmish, but a small engagement could still be hundreds aside, especially when you look at things like Roman light troops. If the main battle line is thousands, then 50, 100, 200 aside fighting on either flank is still a skirmish in comparison to what's about to happen in the middle. So it's very nebulous. It just means smaller than the bigger battle. So yeah, minor skirmishes, only several thousand aside. It's all nebulous. You can kind of fight
that's
it whatever
why
way you want.
In regards of determining...
Shit, City have pulled one back, the pricks. It's fucking Shrek scored as well.
That's why I think low model count gaming is a bit more descriptive as just the term skirmisher. Even though it has become synonymous with set games for most of people.
I mean...
And then there are the button counters that come again and say, "No, we have Napoleonic Wars. Those are thousands."
I've even seen somebody say, so Kings of War uses footprints like a fucking million games out there in the historic front. And I've seen people go, but if you only had one model on each, then that would be a skirmish game because you've only got like 13 units aside, and DBM, DBA, DBX systems tend to work off 12 elements per side as a standard for their tournament games. And you're going, yeah, it's not the amount, it's how they function. These things function as if they were units, so they have an arc, they have a flank where they're less protected and more susceptible to being fucked over if you roll up the flank or into the rear. That and how they maneuver on the battlefield, not the fact that there's only 13. You've only got 13 bases. That's not the same as playing a game that's only 13 models, because a game that only has 13 models aside probably is arc free and you can run everywhere and there's no impediments to movement and shit like that. So yeah.
Welcome, Nick.
I just seen the Leipzig comment there.
If a button counter has a pop at me, while I will drown them in the weak lemon drink.
Oh, you are the hobby king. X. Anyway, so Redvers and their son
Battley reports
firing out a load more Bushido, which is nice because I hadn't been here since before October, so I want to think it might have been August or September.
August 21st is the last entry we looked at.
So there's been substantial
updates
in between, including little things like the trees and stuff. And the trees are quite cool.
I love the fact that he did a Lloyd shot on the trees.
Why do you not? People want to see what the trees are like all the way around. All the way around. But we were talking about this in the House of Order, #BestHouse, the other day, about what type of foliage to use on your trees. And we were going through various ones like clump foliage or kind of a more realistic tree but might not be as durable. So I like seeing the different effects there. I should do some of my trees. I've got like 300. I bought at one point I went, I need to do trees, and bought about 250 quid's worth of woodland scenic armatures.
I've got now you've set something
in
motion.
Kits.
You said 300 trees, and now I imagine the movie 300, but it's all
Trees.
ants.
We discussed me using trees as tree men in a game of Warhammer Fantasy in the past. That was good. I just started moving it. I started moving one of the trees out of the forest up the board, and it was about 2 turns, maybe 3 turns in before my opponent realised that I was measuring and moving a tree. And what we do? It's a tree man. Oh, fuck off! Oh no, there's my list. There's
Yeah,
the tree
James,
man.
that's what I was thinking. This is Fangorn, but he takes 2 hours to say it.
Stereophonics have entered the chat. Are they allowed? Oh no.
Lloyd should make you 200 palm trees as punishment for not building Rome.
Fuck, that'd be good. Wouldn't say no. Wouldn't say no. We've probably got about fucking 300 palm trees somewhere in a box. We need to find where Warren's put all the stuff. I just want to find some hills. Just some hills.
Oh,
We've-
on the hills
I found one hill a couple of months ago, and I've hidden it in the cage for filming battle reports because all the other hills have been put in a box and then cleared out of the place by Warren at one stage. It's like, we fucking got 8 fucking gaming tables plus 2 to film on, and there's no fucking hills in here. So for fucking game places, this fuck's sake.
Oh, nice.
Macbeth army is burning wood. Class. Callistra hills. I don't care. I honestly don't care what hills they are. They could be shit hills for all I care at this stage. Demon's Hub, if we've got more than one hill. I brought 3 old. Remember the vac form ones that GW did that were static grass to match the mat? So like fucking neon green. I brought those from my house and keep those with my one hill that I rescued. So we've got 4 hills in case we need hills for games, because there are no hills. This is sad.
Now I imagine Jerry's house being some kind of rescue animal shelter farm for hills.
For hills. I mean, I will do. If I
Little
find any
rock
other hills,
eaters
I will.
playing in the garden.
Anyway, so yes. Yes. Lots of fun time for Redvers. Huh? Bet everybody wished they had a parent like Redvers. Look at that. Playing games, writing battle reports. Not every parent will write a battle report, you know. Stay in school, kids. What are we to now?
I don't know.
Oh, we'll have a look at this then, shall we?
Tom Jack Brown. That's a name I don't recognize.
I think this might be Ben's friend who's writing a Western cowboy game, Pew Pew Bang Bang.
I remember. Last
So-
Hope Frontier, working title.
That's the one. So they've put in some more of their design concepts and ideas as to how things play out, including scenarios and mock-up gangs as well. So I know there's 1 or 2 people out there with wiki wah wah gangs for games like Dead Man's Hand, for example. And I'm thinking,
Those look suspiciously speed painty paints.
could be that. However, now that there's like a scenario in there, plus some gang cards, rosters, and then how the game is due to be played, because it's played using a deck of cards and you use the card itself for your measuring. So standard playing card, sort of long edge is the measuring style of things. And if you're jumping, I think if you jump over obstacles, then you go down to the short edge and shit like that. It'd be interesting if some people want to give this a go and then give feedback. Paul doesn't realize this yet, but he will be doing this at some point in the not too distant.
You have been drafted.
Yep. Yeah. There's no point in letting them know too early though, because then they've got a chance to get away. But
I'm pretty sure by this point Paul is not running away.
You know, he's resigned his fate. He's like Tim Robbins in the Shawshank Redemption. Finally, he learns to stop fighting the sisters and just accept the ass fucking he's about to receive.
That's a reference I didn't expect while talking about tiny fighting men.
No. I mean, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Huh?
No,
Barca
really.
turned it around 2-1 up against Porto. He's like very gangster New York. Yeah, but the fact they decided to give them a very vivid blue for a unifying colour, they do look a bit Bill the Butcher's gang, don't they? I remember at one point, Big Ben talking to me about doing Gangs of New York in a Gangs of Rome style, with all the individual sort of generated cards and players. So you would like pick up your deck of random dead skins or one of the dead rabbits or whatever they are. Hoping GG. I don't think he said it outright, but I think he's hinted fairly hard that it will be coming, but it's probably a couple of years out. Oh, you found your Ben. Yay. Because they have definite plans for the Wiki Wiki Wawa, which seems to be the biggest game for them and the one that's making them their money. But the idea will be to revisit the Chicago way. Boyd watching. It was Moida. In the not too distant, do the same sort of thing. You do Gangs in New York with 7TV. Yeah, you know. I think it was more it was the gang on gang-ness of using Gangs of Rome to do Gangs of New York, where you're carving out territory and in around the 5 points, doing it that way. But anyway, I digress.
Which is totally fine. I think we should revisit another project of late.
Revisit another project? How very dare you? You're calling me a cat.
I never would dream of doing such things.
Son of a bitch. Renedra,
What?
I believe Orinoco.
Hasn't he been in the spotlight enough?
My done. I was off on holidays. I have no idea. I was off on holidays and they apparently couldn't work out how to fucking post winners' details into the prize claim, for fuck's sake. Came back to discover there were no winners fucking notified. Anyway.
But speaking of winners, did Denzian claim his prize?
He did, yeah. I don't know how he knew how to claim his prize. It's a mystery to me.
I can't think of...
That was subtle, though. That was subtle.
Was subtle as a monkey's wrench.
Yeah. It's the way of it.
I did have a laugh at it, and yeah.
But yeah, the stonework on these is very much amazing. Look, he's 3D printed. Like you can probably see stepping and stuff on there.
I can, but I'm past that.
Yeah. Oh, you've grown. You've matured. You've matured as a person. Is that what you're saying?
No, I've just got a butt.
Your prize is coming. Oh, because you got the voucher. Ergo, you've spent the voucher already, and now you're waiting on this. And I suppose because it took so long, you've got the fucking Black Friday deals. Is that what you're saying, Jesse? Did you order stuff Black Friday? Did you get a load of stuff? It's great. But I would look for it. I'm thinking about getting trench sections off them if they want to send me them, and doing some trench board type thing for Dungeonalia. I want to do like a modular trench system.
Dungeonalia is a thing that I'm drawing blanks. I'm really not having any sparkly idea.
I want to buy mine. You can't sell your stuff off, you whore. No, I think World War One trench fighting would be fun because I'm looking at their trench system and I was thinking I could reverse that, take the slope side off. I won't mention it. I won't mention it now in case they actually send me the stuff, in which case there'll be vlogs and stuff about it. So I'll do it then. No point in listening to me now. You can't. Anyway, yeah. I really like Hatch's work. He's quite talented. I don't know if you looked at the front of the shops, but you have things like W.H. Smith's or Smythe's, which obviously makes a lot of sense. But then there's also
H.P. Lovecraft.
Yep, and Dr. Zeus, medical practitioner and tobacconist.
The Dr. Zeus passed me by.
Good old Dr. Zeus. Antiques and curiosities. I mean,
Hello, Crown of Command podcast.
Oh,
and
afternoon.
Good morning to you.
That too. So yeah, the street arrayed therein, as you see. I mean, it's fucking good. It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's fucking good though. I would give my nut, left or right, dealer's choice, to play on a table with that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy, you've no idea. He's got a couple of projects. There's another one that's a bit piratey / fantasy. It's all Tudor buildings, and it's fucking amazing. I think that's the most annoying thing. Is too far away for me to steal any of it.
I'm pretty sure some viewer will happily help you in acquiring assets.
Nobody said yes. Nobody's offered a. I mean, I haven't seen Horace or LSR or anybody else in Australia say, "Look, I'll shank the bastard and steal his stuff and post it to you." You know, they've been very mute on helping me fucking take him to the cleaners and get all his toys. You know, so.
I think the problem with that is also people who are in his vicinity would rather keep the stuff for themselves, the greedy bastards.
Worst. Absolute worst. I mean, and he's safe where he is, because even though I've got family in Australia, I can never go there, because the heat would kill me. I couldn't get off the plane.
Oh, yeah. You would drop dead the second the door from the plane opens.
Clever bastard. So, yeah. This is just me going, oh my god, look at that. And it's the because I don't know, you've stopped at signage. Obviously we've been here in the past, but if you skim to about halfway down, you hit a point where he has a few street setups done with corners, a whole alley, you know, a street, and then like the Adelphi Theatre at the fucking end of it and that sort of thing. And it's particularly nice. No, down, other down. Don't go up. You're still going up. Well, on my screen it's more or less halfway with the little scrolly bar. There you go. So there's the corner. Keep going and you'll see the whole street. And that shit there. I mean, that shit gets me. I mean, right in the, isn't it? Oh, what?
Yeah, now imagine there's a mat under there that's actually having street.
Like cobblestones?
Yes.
Look at the giant kraken coming for us. Look at it. Fuck's sake. You know why?
Lovecraft.
They learned the spell summon before they learned the spell bind. Never learn summon before you learn bind, people. This is fucking elementary.
Watson.
Basic. Anyway. So yeah, I just I adore him, and if he ever feels like going gay, I'm not gay myself, but I'm willing to give it a shot if he brings those buildings with him. So you know, not saying you will get divorced. Maybe your wife will die in some sort of horrible accident.
I'm laughing about Ewok Kebab's description of having an FDM printer. FDM printers are as much fun as getting a Jack Russell and coating your nethers with spam on a daily basis and wearing kilts around the house.
Way of doing it. I put it to you though, Ewok, that you're doing something wrong on the grounds. That is not the only project, and those are not the only buildings that he churns out on a. And I mean, I think he literally goes. I think he said to Warren at one point, "It's like, yeah, I've got like multiple printers running all day, every day to do these things, and I never have failures." So I think that one comes down to you. Keep up. That's fuck all to do with the old FDM, Sonny Jimbo.
Yeah, but at the same time, how can we know that somebody so talented in making these buildings is lying to us?
Well, I think it's the fact that it's there.
Oh, Jill has a point. He has better temps down there. The plastic is more malleable. There's no danger of clogging up the nozzle because it's not having these high temperature differences between night and day. Good catch, Jill. Very good one.
I don't know if that makes a difference. Because I'll never 3D print. I don't care.
It sounds great.
Click on this, click on this, click on this. Faster, 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 faster. Fuck off, City. How dare you equalize, you cunts.
Oh, look.
Look, Denzin, look. Denzin, look. Look. Steel Horde and Joe Pineapples. And that tarot card carrying cunt as well. Huh? Filipino slave labor. Also that. That's cool. I'm liking the look of that. Still not quite.
Loaded like early internet porn.
That's the best kind of porn. If you can still keep it up by the time the whole nipple has come into view, then you're doing rightly.
The internet is for porn.
That's what they tell me.
Is for porn. Grab your dick and double porn, porn, porn. No, sorry, carried away there.
That's fascinating. Steelhorn was the last he recruited, wasn't he? But by the time he recruited him, he was the Met. Of course, he's not recruiting them because they shouldn't be actually running as a group in that Vulcan War. What do you think of those, Denzin? Aren't they though? Aren't they? Fuck it, I should buy a set. I should buy a set just to have. Although I would want to change Joe to have his Big Easy. Was that his rifle? The taxi driver in Stalingrad. Easy Clean? Easy. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. Anyway, whatever it is. There we go. Oh, Ewok, you're right. Just right. Anyway, yeah, so Hutch's Grassland stuff, great. That set of ABC Warriors, fucking phenomenal.
And our next victim of the day...
Bam, 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 bam. Scribs.
More mercenaries.
Yeah.
I like the pig-faced guy on the left.
Yeah, these are some of Black Crab's sketches that were done by Meridian. They did like a little, I don't think it was a Kickstarter, although it may have been, but they did a little run a while ago. Now, I had heard something recently about the stuff that Anna Polska had sculpted that was notoriously difficult to get. Curtis at Ramshackle Games has got the license. He's going to be producing them. And I'm hoping that means, because I think they were being done by Meridian, but they were always a pain in the hole to get. So I don't know whether or not that's going to change anything. Maybe Meridian will get cast by Ramshackle as well. I'd be all for that, because it would actually mean you can get your hands on them outside of the Kickstarters, where it's very fucking difficult a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's my main gripe with most miniature Kickstarters. You get some stuff only with the Kickstarter, which is a terrible shame.
I don't mind getting some stuff with the Kickstarter when you can only get the things from the Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
In the balls.
So if there's a limited edition miniature that's only available during the Kickstarter, I mean, I could live with a timed exclusive.
Oh, it's not exclusives. It's just a Meridian. Was it Meridian? Might not be Meridian. Might be Meridian. Anyway, they didn't really have a shop front, so you could only get the stuff in the Kickstarter. There wasn't any way to buy it after the Kickstarter. It wasn't, this will be in our shop, because they didn't have a shop. It might be some of Andrew May's stuff. Anyway, whoever it is I'm thinking of, if you don't happen to get the Kickstarter, you're not getting the product because they didn't have anywhere to sell it outside of
Oh, that's a shame then.
that. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he really does not like the Tories at all. He is a fucking cracker though. Absolutely. Yeah, the folk horrors. Yeah, I think all of Anna's stuff is going to him, Demon. He mentioned it a couple of weeks ago to me, and then I think he's posted about it since then on the Ramshackle face page. So it's all shifting to him, and he's going to be doing it because the person who was, I know there's somebody in Canada was doing some of it, but it was all fucking here, there, and everywhere, and impossible to keep sort of track of. So it's your top tip for this week. Look, Alba.
Has Ben seen this?
Has Ben seen it? I don't know what Ben sees and what Ben doesn't. I keep sending him links to stuff and he goes, I don't care. I send him so many links to stuff that Crispin does all the time. And I just go, I couldn't give a fuck, mate. And then he spits like a gypsy. So, you know.
Yeah. There's some man love between those two.
There's a serious amount of cursing from Ben when he's not on the air. I tell you that, when it's up until the point that button gets hit for record, he's like a sailor. Turn air blue. He makes Warren
on last
cry.
week's episode of, was it the XLBS or the Weekender, where he got so excited about somebody's project?
Yes. It was the XLBS.
I was genuinely scared for a second because he was just going so high on energy. His levels were over 9,000.
It's great. It's good times.
I mean, even John came down to, "You're right, Ben. You want to take a minute?"
Planning on the Kings of War Army with them. Oh, Ewok.
Oh yeah, it was the tank diorama with all the dead.
Oh,
Beach Boys.
Next one.
Yeah.
Next in the chat. What did you think about Ben tossing one off the cuff under the table while we were recording? Nick, which is what he was doing, by the way. He says doing it when he might get caught in the middle of filming adds a certain frisson to the whole affair that he just couldn't not do it.
Oh look, that one has his guts out, and there's the sword sticking in his face.
Oh, the two
the sword in the
double
face.
swording each other. It was amazing.
It left the diorama sticking.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. Anyway, but yeah, the work Scribs has done on those, both on the creepy looking Meridian figures they're screaming old school Boardheimy Warhammer Fantasy roleplay. They're just so fucking bizarre.
For some odd reason, this is the third week in a row where we're referring to spunk on the base of somebody's miniatures.
I don't think it is.
It is.
I'm fairly certain, because when we did the terrain, that wasn't on the base. That was on a piece of terrain that they were making. That wasn't on the base.
Well, yeah, but it's on the miniature. That joke is sticking.
I tell you what, it is a persistent stain. So
yeah, gets crunchy after time.
Yep, absolutely. Phil Foden scored.
Yeah, Nick, I've
head on like a prick.
I can't remember seeing Ben that excited anywhere past. No, I can't. I think when he mentioned Boros and Burgess for the first time, but that's about it.
I vibrated like a plastic ruler over a school desk. Boing. I always take a moment to appreciate the Wiglaf miniature as well, with the background from John Hodgson. I'd like to chuck it out there again that those are technically 15mm/18mm. Big 18s, big 15s, travel 28s.
Travel 28s.
That's what Dan Mersey calls them, travel 28s. Those are our 15/18mm figures. They're on the big size, so probably 18 is closer. but the amount of detail on them, those look like 28mm figures when you ambiguate any of those pictures. But you have to remember they're fucking tiny, and he's done a cracking job on those, which makes me want to, paint mine. I won't. Don't worry, I won't. It does make me want to. It is good to see though he doesn't clean the mold lines off, especially if you open the picture of the blue fellas there.
The blue and red.
Blue and red, and then go hard right. You can see a really big mold line on the guy on the very far right.
Oh no, he's hidden in plain sight.
Oh, you can't see it because of your OBS overlay thing.
Yeah.
You're fancy.
Oh.
Oh, you're a turd. Anyway.
People are saved by the grace of OBS. Let's see. I'm not going to mess with my overlay now.
But yeah, I really like those. And I really like Penda. I got sent a copy. Dan sent me a copy of Storm of Arrows, his 100-Year War version of Age of Penda. I went, you might want to review this. I'm going, that's great, Dan. And then I was off, and stuff happened, and blah, blah, blah. And then I came back, I was like, I can't find it. And then checked the link, and the link was a wheat transfer. I was like, oh, well, it's expired. So I'll just fucking buy it. I bought Age of Penda. I don't begrudge Dan any money. I've bought enough of his fucking games. They're all great. So I bought it. And then I was looking through my files a few weeks ago and found the transfer. I was like, oh, there it is. So I got a full set of Joan of Arc figures, not the game. Lena threw the game in the bin. So appalled was she by the shit show that is Mythic. But she sent me the figures, so I have 100-Year War 15mm figures, and now I have a rule set that I can run. So that might be happening. I refuse to buy 28mm 100 Years War, though. It's not happening. Seventh Son and everybody else can fuck right off. It's going to happen. Meow, meow, meow.
So who's the second to last for tonight?
This. Oh, what have I done there? Oh, what? Oh, no. Sorry, I pressed a button and I added to a bookmark. I don't know how fucking internet works. Anyway.
Miniature Brushwork is doing, what's that game called again?
Team Yankees. No, he's not. I happened to be looking for something else he was doing and stumbled across this project from fucking a million years ago of his IDF. I was like, that's really nice. And I know Pete is getting into his Team Yankee, and I thought, ooh, that's fancy. Let's have a look at some Israeli Defense Force stuff, which contains a smorgasbord of kittery, including some scratch built and 3D printed and green stuffed add-ons to just sort of bump the quality of the kits up a bit. Which just, and to be fair, you can see with the green and grey picture where the 3D prints and the plastic card and piping and green stuff has all been added. There's a lot that's been added onto those pieces of kit. It looks fucking great.
Now I see the green stuff.
Just needs the coat cages. Oh, yep. Yeah, well, it just happens that those kits in particular came in a green plastic, but the greys 3D print, the green stuff, sandbags and stowage and kit bags, and then other bits of plastic art and stuff. I was like, holy shit balls, this came out 2 years ago and apparently no fucker has seen it. How did this one get missed? So I thought,
well, 21,
watch it.
My guess would be pandemic.
Yeah, but you were doing this during the pandemic. Why'd you not pull this one out then? Huh? You lazy shit.
That might be the reason. Actually,
absolute worst.
This is just a week before I started.
Absolute worst. Super.
If I recall correctly.
Oh, yeah. Any excuse. Oh, I wasn't there.
Also, I might have just ignored it for reasons. because I'm a terrible person.
So yeah, it's interesting. I have a little IDF Force starter box set somewhere that I keep toying with painting for Team Yankee. I know John's obviously done the Swedes and has East Germans to go against them. I
Oh,
think.
John has done Swedes. Who would have thunk?
Well, he wasn't going to, and then he went, you know what, I really want to make my eyes bleed by doing photon camo. So he did that thing. But yeah, I quite like this because this was during the Team Yankee / Oil War bit before it became a nailed on part.
Oil war, oil war, oil war.
And it's really nice seeing not just the execution on the 15mm, but also the upscaling, the upgrading on the sculpts by adding those extra pieces, because, I mean, you don't have to. I certainly won't.
Especially not at that scale.
Yeah. I say that full in the knowledge that I added a fuckload of fucking sandbags to the front of a Sherman in 15mm for the... In fact, I did a load of shit. I then painted them up for the studio and no other fucker painted Flames of War.
Kings of War?
Remember there was a Flames
Conquest!
of War boot camp?
Conquest!
Remember Flames of War boot camp? And then they all went, oh, we're all going to do Flames of War armies. And then Warren did like 50 points of Germans and got bored. And Justin did his Russians, which he glued together. And then Lloyd got British and he looked at those and thought about trains. And I painted the full fucking 150 point fucking US force, while I've still got my own fucking US force here, not painted. I painted what? I should swap those. I should then at least the one in the studio be the same level as everybody else's fucking unbuilt. But I would have a full painted army to go against my Germans.
Well, you could also ask the team about their conquest armies.
Oh, I should do that.
Just casually.
Just impress myself. we put a conquest video out today.
I've seen that, yeah.
Coming.
Good night, what's up? Thanks for visiting.
Taddy bye. That was my army against the army that I painted along with Shay and John. It wasn't meant to be me, Shay, and John, but I think somebody went sick and therefore didn't paint stuff. So I ended up taking their stuff home and painting it. That somebody was Justin. Just saying. I shouldn't have been painting any of that, for fuck's sake. Right. Anyway. So yeah.
Let's end the night on another 2080
yes.
IP. Just to round things up. We had Judge Dredd. We had the ABC Warriors.
Correct, Mundo, mein Freund. And this is some Slonia from Robo Joel. This is another old one.
This is might seem a very dumb question, but when cheering each other while drinking, is that the same Slonia?
No, it's Sloncha.
Ah, okay. See, I told you it would be a stupid question.
SLA Fada INTE. So, Robo Joel. This is quite a cute little set of drones. So, Lord Slough-Egg, Bastard won't die. The evil bastards who need to be killed up by the followers of the Earth Goddess. And that's a really nice set of figures. He does some interesting things.
The paint job looks gorgeous.
Paint job's really nice. But like the metallics, he highlights the metallics, especially on things like the swords and the axes, in the same way people would do non-metallics. So very high contrast and then like streaks across. And the first time around I thought it was possibly a non-metallic, but I'm fairly certain he's done it with like silvers and stuff, but just gone with that high contrast finish.
I'm not sure if it's his lighting for taking pictures, or if he actually did manage to make the images look like it's sunset.
No, I think it's the light box. So the lighting is such that it's so focused that you're not getting the shadow cast, so it looks like they're cutouts. So yeah, the sunset paint scheme is on the miniatures, not on the photographs, because otherwise we'd have a tint to the white behind them. I'm sure.
Yeah, it just looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, he's a cheeky little bastard. Because this was something I was thinking of earlier, and I'll talk to you about it after we finish, so the people at home don't know. It's not really fucking annoying. Ah. Anyway, so yes, the fuck you, fucking 94th fucking minute, fucking city, fuck yourselves, you fucks. How about you pay for the 115 bastard breaches of financial fair play, huh? You should be so fucking far down the leagues that they have to invent a new league to put you in. You work your way back up. See if anybody wants to come up from fucking London to see you play sports then, you pricks. They won't.
I've got a sneaking suspicion you've got a bit of a quarrel.
No, not at all. Apparently, when you're run by a Saudi oil state who will cut a journalist up and put him in a suitcase, you can do whatever the fuck you want in the Premier League.
Well, does that work in any profession?
Maybe.
If someone has enough money, they're outside the law. See politicians.
Pretty much. You guys give up is definitely worth it. If you're going to have a drink, by the way. I'm going to try You'll Never Be Lost.
So You Guys Give Up was the chocolatey one.
It was the chocolate one, yeah. This is just a New Zealand IPA, which I will cleanse that out of there. How's the salty working with the chipotle? It's a very chocolatey vanilla stout. I'm not getting the chipotle at all. You walk, so. No, don't have money in the game. I don't bet on anything because no money to waste. Oh, I'm odd like that. I just don't like to see City win because they're pricks. Anyway, yeah. So I just really like his Drun warband. They just look really, really neat. And it's very simple. When you look at it, I think some of it is it's just zeniths and speed paints. And then a bit of airbrush work and metallics and bish bash bosh, you're done.
And I think also the sculpts are helping a lot to do the lifting.
That's true. They are based on some really nice artwork by Mr. Bisley and friends. So, and maybe that's the thing about these days with their over-the-top sculpting. Maybe that's why the paints are all speed painty and contrasty and expressy and stuff like that, because the models themselves lend themselves better to that.
Yeah.
Not having to paint in. Oh Christ! Sorry, I just had flashbacks of painting in belts on some Perry miniatures for the Afghan War. The sculpt really, I mean, technically there was a belt there, and certainly in some places you could see it, but in other places you had to paint that fucker in. So, you know why? Plastic. If it'd been metal, it'd been a belt the whole way around. So, yeah. I'm ignoring that by the way you walk, because Superdio isn't a real game. It's technically it's a board game, the worst kind of game, played by the worst kind of people. Full time. I'm fucking PSG have just equalised against Newcastle. Mbappe as well. God awful £300 million prick that he is. He better not come anywhere near fucking Anfield. I will cut him. Literally, I'll do his fucking Achilles before he signs. He can fuck off to Saudi with the rest of the gobshites. Anyway, so yeah.
It's good to see that you're having another hobby besides your hobby.
I have lots of hobbies besides my hobby. Masturbation is one of them.
That's not a hobby, that's a healthy addiction.
Very, very much a hobby. I have to make time for it like my other hobbies. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but I have to force myself to do it anyway, just like my hobbies. So.
Oh no. Oh, when did my lighting go down in the background?
Nobody pays attention to your lighting in the background,
Neither do I, obviously.
clearly.
Well, it was to be
But
expected.
through
This
the
was the
bondage
third
dwarves.
weeks in a row that I've tried running the lights on the little power bank. So I now know 2
now
times
know.
is good.
Well, yeah, because that's 1 minute past our tightly scripted half hour.
Oh,
So you know
God.
you've only so a power bank only gives you an hour essentially then, and then it will cut out in the middle of the show. So third time, yeah.
Yeah, so we need to. Speaking of third times, there will be 3 more episodes of the Unofficial Hobby Hangout this year. 3.
Just check.
Yes, because the fourth would
Next
be
week?
on the 26th of December, and there will be not happening. Because
Yeah, I see what you say there, yeah. I see it there. It's just after the 25th and before the 27th.
Yeah, like somebody intended to be.
Wow.
So,
Absolute fucking wow.
so 3 more times, guys and girls, and then
Then fuck you all until 2024? Is that what you're saying?
basically, yeah. And you better pray that I'm not coming back. New Year's Eve, yes, that's about it. You lot have a lovely evening. Thanks everybody for being here. Like, subscribe, hit buttons. I'm not going to do the raid tonight because frankly I don't care. Or is there somebody we should raid? I don't know.
No, sorry. I thought for a moment the PSG goal hadn't been given. It's just that hasn't been updated yet. It was given, so it finished a draw. Oh, it's fucking outrageous.
Is there somebody we should go past her? No, nobody doing anything special.
I've only got like 4 people on Twitch, and you're one of them. Marco's another. The Caesars for Doomsog is another.
Caesar is not online.
Prodopia, and they've only been online, I think, once while they tried to make a video and it didn't work. So
yeah, and when we are not joining Atomic Mass Games because they're cunts.
Oh man, go and ask about their fire sale. When's it happening?
Oh God, I hate you. I hate you all. Good night, people. Bye.